See? See how cute they are? Just remember that the little tiny apricot colored one on screen now being pet, she is that cute, so when she growls and interrupts the stream, remember, it's an extremely cute dog. Anyways, back to Fallen Aces. Now puppies, you gotta be good puppies. Rocky is currently licking my aiming hand. But hey, you know what? We'll kick it off and we'll do the getaway, which is episode 1. I think actually was there a... I think there was a recap. Can you see the recap from here? I don't know if you can. You might not be able to. But anyways, we found out that basically the Minutemen from the Watchmen, like the old-timey superhero, costume hero gang has been being killed. And we're trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't know if there are pirates here. Seems like there might be pirates of some kind, unless those are just big ace cards. Hey, Mikhail, how's it going? Used to have a Chihuahua. Yeah, Rocky is a Chihuahua, and he is generally very quiet. So you will probably not be hearing Rocky too much. You will definitely hear JoJo, especially because Rocky just ran off, which means he's going to come back, which means JoJo is probably going to be audible on stream again at some point. But anyways, it's a pretty cool game, and I don't know if we'll finish Chapter 2 today, or Episode 2 today, but we'll give it a shot. We'll try to get through a good chunk of it, at least as long as I can to get through before my food is ready. Got about 3 hours, though. I can see your recap, hotcakes. I can see your recap, hotcakes. Yeah, wise guy, eh? And yes, Marky Mark. I am, in fact, Mark Wahlberg. I've been hiding as Mark Wahlberg the entire time. But here, yeah, we did this at the end of the last stream, but hey, just in case anyone missed anything, we'll give people some time to join and do the cool car chase sequence. There was no driving in episode 1. And this also has like a Bond intro thing happening. Ha! Mojo. And I've got a poodle named Jojo who lives with a Chihuahua. Here we go, Fallen Aces, Episode 2. Mojo Vengeance, not bad. Assuming you don't lose the mojo.
Better luck next time.
Mike.
What?
Delia. Damn it, I have to stop.
If we stop, we're dead meat.
Fine, then you take the wheel.
So Delia there is the daughter of the female hero in the old-timey superhero gang.
Blake, I'm gonna kill you.
We rescued her at the end of episode 1.
Ass.
Hey, so Evangelion, good evening to yourself as well. Alright, let's see if I can drive better than I did last time, because now my FOV is wider. Drive and shoot at that. Take that, goons.
Double time, Mike. Get us out of here. Take out any rabble who gets in our way.
Let's see if I can get over to... There we go. And boom, we're doing the jump. Not the best jump. How about this one? Yeah. There we go. We just finished Halo Campaign Involved, and we did very well in the final Warthog segment. Oh crap, should have reloaded. There. How about these jumps? Oh no. Terrible, terrible, terrible job jumping. I'm gonna get gooned. Killed by goons. What did you think I meant? Just saw an ad for Gears of War. Oh yeah, I mean, Metal and I are likely going to be streaming the beta for Gears of War on Sunday, after I'm done with the parade that I have to do medical coverage for in the morning. So I'm doing Army MarcTheCyborg in the morning, and then whenever I can get home, we're gonna fire up the forge for the day. That is gonna be a gaming forge where we're gonna play Gears of War E-Day Open Beta. Or closed beta? I think it's closed beta. I pre-ordered it on Steam so that I could be sure to get into the beta.
woods yet, kid.
Oh, I know I'm not out of the woods. I'm in the jungle, the urban jungles. This game looks like... God, I gotta keep an eye on the road. This game looks like that meme with the dude with the mini forearm and whiskey driving. I mean, yeah, and that might actually be a screenshot that they've been using to advertise this episode of this game. Oh crap. Nah, this is bad. I'm dangerous! I'm not only driving poorly, but I have a gun. It's apparently a heavily modified 1911 by the look of it. Yeah, alright, we did it. Now we get the Bond intro. Not to be confused with the James Bond video game that is much less fun than this game. And has substantially less choice, despite the fact that they advertised it on how much choice you would have.
In the heart of the night, where all the shadows creep, we stand in the rain alone. Pain whispers in the dark, secrets we've painted black. I stare in the mirror.
And yeah, I mean, maybe when the full game comes out, Mikhail. In fact, I think Metal and I might play it a few times on our stream, and I believe it is 4-player campaign co-op for Gears of War E-Day. I'm calling Marcus because my name is actually Mark. Mark with a C. Throw a US on the end of it, so boom. That's my name right there. Yeah, this is a very good video game. And at least during my last stream, it was on sale on Steam, and it's not even very expensive when it's full price. So. And there's still a third episode that will probably take like another 2 years to come out, but you don't have to pay any more for it when the new episodes come out. It's just you buy it once and you get all the episodes. Jason Bond is better than James Bond.
Let's get him.
Alright. I have killed 8 people already. Wow. We're continuing, though.
All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty.
Audio level's good. You guys can hear the dialogue.
Get up.
All right, damn you. I'm up. Nose. Huh? Wait, no.
Late night.
Ouch.
My God, Mike, with everything we're in, how do you manage to be this reckless?
Don't get your head all twisted.
I'm a hard-boiled PI.
I'm sorry, all right? Made a cake of myself at Glassjaw's going-away party. Oh, H is a calling.
Glassjaw is the villain that was in episode 1 who got arrested
See,
and
I'm
sent to
trading
prison.
the old private dick over
Jojo,
here.
Rocky's on his way back.
Don't act
Training
like
the old
you're not
private dick.
impressed. Where'd they run off to? Lousy punks. Ow.
Head trauma won't help the drunkenness. Nightwave, why?
Son of a bitch.
Well, if you're sorry, here's how you can make it up to me.
Oh boy.
Hector's holed up in a nearby hotel. He's got information about Alexia and wants to speak in person. Sounded kind of paranoid on the phone.
Jojo, it's okay.
Let's get moving then.
Maybe try taking care of yourself a little more often. You can start by easing up on the hooch.
Yeah, that'll do it. Drinking will get you. Alright, we're forgetting about it. We're making unrefusable offers. The loading screens give you little mobster lines. hanging fedoras, distributing cannolis, go whacking bad guys. All right.
Feeling all right, Mike?
Nothing I can't handle. Appreciate you tagging
Jojo.
along and all.
All right, here. I'm going to try to sort out the dogs. We'll go back to the puppies. Sorry, puppies being cute where you can actually hear me as I'm doing this. Rocky? Come over here, Rocky. Baby boy. Come on, Rocky. There you go. There's a nice little spot for you, Rocky. Jojo, he's nowhere near you. Jojo, how territorial are you? You're a mouse pad and keyboard and mouse away from each other. Jojo. 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 MarcTheCyborg can't stop too long. It's late o'clock in the UK. I mean, fair enough. I just got home from work, though. Or I guess from my physiotherapy appointment that will hopefully help with my headaches. But that was after work. And Rocky has wandered off again. Now he's crying at the end of the bed. Thank you, Rocky. You've made it so easy to tame Jojo. All right. We're following Nightwave, who is one of the old-timey superheroes. We do not have a superhero name, at least not at this time. Right now, we're just Mike the Private Detective. Or Private Dick, as some say. Not to be confused with the goons that we fight. We do a different kind of gooning over here. We beat goons. Not off, but up. This dick is about to chisel you like Michelangelo's David. Private Dick. Ah, capiche. Oh, what the hell? How'd you see me? Come on, wise guy. Gotcha. Oh, no. I want to pick up the gun, not the person. Ha. Take that. Only have one round left, though. Gotcha. Okay, are these just homeless? Normal hobos. We're not going to beat up hobos here. It's not an American Psycho game, it's Fallen Aces. Where are the good guys? We'll hang on to the gun in the event that we find ammo. One round left in this gun. Oh, killed that guy. One shot, man. Got him. Got him good. Hey, Reed, how's it going? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. That was my fault. I apologize. See, Jojo, I blame you. 100% my fault. You guys missed a bit of an action scene. Here, I'll walk you through it. So I climbed up here and beat this guy up. He had a 1911, which I took, and then shot this guy, and he died instantly. And then I jumped down here. I beat up... Oh, wait, no. I also shot that guy. Forgot about shooting that guy. I'm forgetting I'm killing people here, man. And, yeah, then I beat him up, then came over, and for some reason this guy didn't notice that there was anything happening, and I stealth knocked him out. I do my best to not kill the goons, because we're here to beat the goons, not to murder goons. But sometimes we will murder the goons. There's lots of goons. Some of them need killing. Okay, which way are we going? So I guess were I sneakier, and had I successfully sneak killed or sneak knocked out this guy as I intended to, probably could have gone over there and then chucked that explosive barrel at a few of the ones down here. Though that might have killed more of them than I intended. Yes, I'll do the whole thing with just the puppies on screen, and then I will deliver the action play by play like a radio play. Then MarcTheCyborg walked into the next room, and behold, there was another goon and a hobo who we decided not to beat. And then JoJo began to growl at Rocky, as she does. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is this the way we entered? I think it might have been. Am I crazy? No, okay, no, it isn't. We're just moving back up the little reservoir here. Oh, wait, no. I think this was the way we came in. Thought that looked familiar. I guess I didn't think Nightwave would be following me unless I, Yeah, okay, so I, jumped down here. Hopped up on these things, killed that goon, or, yeah, no, I knocked that goon out. I did kill a couple of them, to be fair. Is Frankie around here? I'm hearing a bit. Maybe, is this looping back up this way? Silence, drunken hobos. Oh, wait. A note. Recipe for mulligan stew. Okay, I don't think we need to go over the recipes. We'll collect them, but I'll narrate the ones that seem like they can be delivered for dramatic effect. That did not seem like one of
You
them.
might want to try asking around. One of these,
Hobo.
Hey, looking
Might know
for a certain
something.
fella. You seen a tramp strutting around in some fancy kicks?
Yeah, can't say I have, mister. But if I had a fresh pair of digs, I'd keep 'em shined.
Sure
There's
you
a
would.
boot black up the hill. Folks with new leather usually end up there.
Thanks.
Sounds like a clue to me. We're on the trail. Hot on the trail of the well-dressed
some
hobo.
business nearby. The stretch ahead is rough, so be ready for trouble.
I'm
There's an
always
incline
ready for
position
trouble.
In that area with a lift that should take you up to the hotel, though most likely the cops will have it locked down. Try and stay out of trouble while moving through town, or you'll have the law breathing down your neck.
Yeah, a lot of New Bloods games deal with a lot of older techniques, but with some aesthetic flair. Like Dusk has a real sort of Quake 1 aesthetic to it. A Medieval is Unreal Engine 4, but it actually looks quite nice and... Oh god. It's a dwarf.
Punk.
Right, where did my pipe go? Straight razor. Okay. Well, if I need to do some killing. There's my pipe. Although, you know what? Maybe I'll get rid of the Saturday night special. And take the straight razor instead, so I can do some melee killing if I must.
Dolores! Come on, Dolores! Let me back in!
Easy there, Stanley.
What I says? Look, I'm sorry. I said your wig looks like a dead apple.
We're furiousing. Boom. Oh shit. I recommend watching The Furious. It's a good movie. Ah, crap. How am I gonna deal with this guy? Shit. Man, motherfucker. Okay, this might be bad.
It's a detective!
Alright, it's hammer time. You know what? I should debatably actually even restart that checkpoint there, because I did not do very well. Those Molotovs took a lot out of me. Loading Tommy guns, hanging fedoras. Episode 1 did load a lot faster, though, I gotta say. Okay, we got to deal with Shorty again. I'm crouched though. I don't want to be at Shorty's level. Taking a cleaver. Oh, this is a little dark.
Dolores! Come on, Dolores! Was that supposed to hit me?
Ah. Blitzing the Molotov guy is important, it seems. Ah, shit. Okay, do they all have Molotovs? Fucking hell. Whoa, okay. Okay, and I have pretty much the exact same amount of health I did before. Okay, we're gonna push forward.
Well, if it isn't this...
Here I go killing again. Ooh, I hear treasure. Treasure in the John.
I've really stooped to a new low.
Well, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll just never speak of it. Okay, hold on. Seems like we got... wait, maybe... Is that just possibly leading me towards the treasure that I found? Or is there something else secret-wise? It's a fresher pipe. You know, anytime you're on a Goon stream, you always gotta mind the pipe. I'm never gonna get tired of these innuendos about fighting goons.
All right, Pally, stick 'em up. Nice and smooth. No funny business out of you.
Dude, Frank, real quick.
Help!
Sledgehammer.
Help!
All right.
I'm
Well,
being robbed!
Yeah,
not for
that's
long, you're
right.
not.
Fork over the dough and...
No, no, no. Anything but my wallet.
Yeah, and...
No, no, no!
Ah, shit. I was really hoping I could stealth take down the one guy real quick. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm dead. Hey, Lumpy, thanks. Think it's pointing towards mixtape. Okay, I shall add another... Oh, $2. Sorry, almost did the forge calculation of it being 50%, but no. Super chat's over here. That's a solid $2. There we go. $2 added. We're now at $120 towards the $400 goal of making me play through mixtape. On a stream, I will do it all in one stream. I will make sure that I've chosen a day where I have ample time. And, yeah. I'll suffer for you. Suffer for your enjoyment. Having to deal with experiencing Johnny Galvatron's work. 10 out of 10, game of the year for sure. Absolute best video game that has ever been made or ever will be made. Just like, I almost said Master Chief Collection, that actually is a good Halo game. Just like, Campaign Evolve is the best Halo game that there ever was or ever will be.
Some weird shit going on.
Alright, you know what? Maybe because of how... You okay? I wonder if there's another route I can use around here.
Try to think, but nothing happens.
Oh, I can't climb this? That sucks. Ah! Actually, this is a new mechanic. Oh, fuck! God damn, you burners. Okay, screw it. Okay, we'll save once we've taken out Shorty. Because apparently it's getting past the area with all the guys with the Molotov cocktails that is burning down my health to an unacceptable degree. At this kind, I kind of hope the Game Awards do give it Game of the Year just as a joke. Also because the game awards are worthless now. I feel like was it Summer Games Fest or was it Game Awards that was actually like not as useless as it normally is this past year? Might have been shit. I just punted him. I punted a dwarf. Ah, he broke his cleaver. Or did he? Or is that just in the... no, it's broken. I was like, did it just clip through the world? Alright, cool. Here, we'll save.
Weird shit going on. Dolores! Come on, Dolores! Let me back in! I didn't mean nothing by what I... It's Lane! Lock him! Let's see those pearly whites!
Gotcha.
Stupid asshole.
Did I just kill him? I think I might have. No, he's still unconscious. Alright, cool. I don't have to feel bad, because even though I did something that very well could have killed a person that I may actually have intended to kill, it's not technically murder unless you see a body. If Spider-Man Brand New Day has taught me anything. Haha! You knew I'd tie it into the topic of the day, if somehow. Whiskey bottle. Can I drink this? No, okay. I'll just throw in that, and don't want to have lost my hammer. How will we achieve hammer time with no hammer? Ah, God. Jeez. Stairwell's made for Shorty over here. And yes, I appreciate the irony of me saying that as a short man. Does anyone still watch those things for the awards? I don't think anyone watches them for the awards. I think every so often they will pick awards that are, oh yeah, you know what, it was definitely, the last game awards was the joke, because that's the one more thing that ended up being fucking High Guard. Part 3 of the conclusion of the Concordia trilogy.
I've really stooped to a new low.
Or was Marathon? Which came up first, Marathon or High Guard? The Concordia trilogy being High Guard, Marathon, and, of course, Concord. But yeah, I think it was the Summer Games Fest, though, that people were generally pretty pleased with. Personally, I don't see the point of any of those big shows. Like, I really think that most games could probably actually do better with their reveals if, like, you know, they just revealed the video game on YouTube, and instead of having to share a spotlight with a whole bunch of other games and have to be rated on which one of them is actually the best one shown at that show, you could just have a day where you're the only game that's like really shown and that anyone cares about that day, right? Okay, so with the fallout of the Schreier WoW debacle, I don't think much would surprise. Mixtape winning awards would be in line with how we've seen. Yeah, so I'm not too tapped into what's going on with that. I heard that apparently Jason Schreier's allegations about Blizzard that were in his book are like kind of unsubstantiated, or people are denying that they were really a thing.
I got all kinds of instruments. Depends on what tune you pose.
I mean, I don't really have any money right now, so I definitely don't have enough for one of the weapons. What's this, though? Meat plank key.
You would never believe.
Alright, yeah.
Good luck with
I'll
that
take
one,
this.
pal.
I feel like that would actually be helpful, and I can afford it.
I can promise.
And I don't have enough for the
Get a better
fuse, but
deal
now I'm feeling
anywhere
like I'm
else
gonna
in this
encounter a
world.
puzzle in which...
Stick 'em up! Nice and smooth, no fuck. What you gonna do with that, right? Get the hell out of here! I want some of this now.
That's for being an asshole.
Ah, shit. Just normal guy. We're not fighting the normal guys. Normal guys are fine by us. We're just normal men. And, oh yeah, hot dog. We'll eat it. Haven't watched any of them in ages. I just watched the trailers posted on YouTube afterwards. I mean, yeah, honestly, that is the smarter way to go about it. It involves much less frustration with just how many, like, very paid ads for games that you probably don't care about are interspersed with the odd trailer that you might actually just watch. And I think ultimately that odd trailer that you might actually just watch, you would have watched anyways. You would have watched if it just popped up on YouTube and was not connected with any show or event. So I think, I don't know. I think this is the big event where you gotta charge developers and publishers $100,000 in order to have their trailer be shown. Why? So their trailer can be shown next to the world premiere that's like, just, I don't know, the next fucking Assassin's Creed bullshit. Or Halo campaign evolved or something. Let's actually take a look at the map. Where are we trying to... I don't have a map? What the hell? I thought we always had a map. Do I have to buy a map? Is there a map in here? Hey, here, see, you got a map of this here town? I don't know what's going on around here. Ooh, shiny shit. Oh,
Looks like the prints go this way.
Alright. I suppose that way might be a little way. Going to the 8-ball pool hall. Actually, here, what's our objective? Get my wallet back. Okay, yeah, you know. Follow Nightwave to the hobo jungle. We've done that. Investigate the incline station. I did actually do incline bench press today. Although I'm kind of topping out for 195 pounds for my heavy set. I can't get past 3 reps. Like I want to, my heavy set generally I do 4 reps and then I'll do drop. Be surprised how much of a difference it makes apparently. But hey, I mean, knocked out the 3, so there's that. These look like goons. Hi, goons. Ah, shit. Sledgehammer is possibly not great. It swings slow. Okay. Yeah, I'll kick my way in. Why not? Who's stopping me? You? Marty? Marty did a good video. Oh, Moriarty did a good video on High Guard that touched on that. Oh, yeah, I should check that out. I'm assuming you mean Moriarty. I was sitting there, I was like, Marty? Who the hell spells their name like that if their name is Marty? And I was like, wait. I know a Moriarty who actually does spell his name like that. Okay, so this would have been the alternate way in here, and... Wait, is this the meet? Would I have had the key to that place? Anyways, we'll see if there's anything. Another shorty. Yeah, take that. A little squat. Yeah, sledgehammer does do a lot of damage.
I didn't eat the book. I was just picking my teeth, that's all. What are you gonna do with that? How about some of this?
Ah, shit. Who's getting boo-boos? Looks like, oh shit. It's like you do, boo-boo. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, you just always misspell his name. One that sticks out of my mind was Konami's 2010 E3. Oh yeah, 99 Nights. The guy on stage was clearly high out of his mind. I think that happens quite a bit at these. Like, for example, do you remember that not too long ago at one of those Keeley events, Matthew McConaughey was promoting a game that he was involved with that I don't think I've heard anything about ever since? Like, rewatch that clip. Rewatch Matthew McConaughey at the Game Awards and tell me that dude wasn't flying. And even, wait, what was he? There was another celebrity. Yeah, Falcon. Fucking Anthony Mackie. He seemed pretty, like, either high or drunk when he was promoting, like, Season 2 of Twisted Metal at one of those things. Which, actually, I still haven't seen. And I didn't hate Season 1 of Twisted Metal. And I can use the fire extinguisher as a weapon. I just didn't know that oh, actually, it's definitely better than just a... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I actually didn't... I feel like I'd hit people with it before, yeah. You can hit people, but you can also spray the fire extinguisher. Painkiller, and I'm gonna use these, because I'm dying out here. We'll save, though, because we have made some progress. Even though our health is not in a fantastic spot. Oh, what the hell? I heard treasure. Did I not get all the treasure in there? Or is this a new room? Locked. Someone's sleeping in there. Window. Yeah. Alright, cash money. Wad of dough. Well, yeah, 'cause it seems like Twisted Metal is something that he actually wanted to be doing, whereas Captain Falcon, like, which is funny, right? Like, you'd figure that in his Captain America movie, which is his first, like, solo movie, even though you could have just given him a Falcon movie, and I think a lot more people would have been cool with it. And I mean, hey, like, Falcon hasn't gotten a movie, right? Like, that might have been neat to see. It's like, what do you do with Falcon? Who is Falcon when removed from Captain America? Like, and I don't mean when he's not personally Captain America. I mean, removed from Steve Rogers. Like, what does Falcon do on his own? And I think, you know, you could have done something with that, because I never disliked Falcon as a character. I always thought he was pretty cool whenever he showed up in any of the Marvel movies, but apparently, Marvel doesn't agree with us, or at least me. They think Falcon is only interesting if he has the mantle, which is, I know, their favorite word to use, if he has the mantle of a traditionally white hero. That's the only time in which a black man can be valued, I guess, according to Disney Marvel. Like, not according to me. I like plenty of black superheroes. I like Blade quite a lot. I like Spawn. I like Luke Cage. Luke Cage even pops up for like a split second in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Which, yeah, I'm still not sure whether or not I'm happy that I watched or not, because I did prefer it to season 1, but it still wasn't good. It didn't offend me quite as deeply as a Daredevil fan, though. Season 1 was fucking horrendous. It's retarded, though. Like, I mean, the things that happen in Daredevil Born Again Season 2 are insane. And yeah, honestly, they even... granted, I feel like anyone writing Spider-Man Brand New Day probably wasn't paying any attention at all to Daredevil Born Again, Season 1 or 2. But it definitely makes you wonder, where the fuck was Spider-Man while all this shit was happening with Kingpin? Because he certainly is not in that show, or mentioned, for that matter. There is one scene, though, where, I don't know if you guys saw Daredevil Born Again Season 1, but there's a character, White Tiger, who's got, that is this, like, young Latina girl who, and by young, I mean, like
Looks like the boys in blue
15, maybe 14, like, young, not like 22 and hot. So when I say young Latina, I don't mean it in the way that's, you know, nice. I mean it in the way that's like, okay, this is a bit bizarre. And, yeah, she basically takes the mantle of White Tiger at the end, and Daredevil, as well as Karen Page, are just totally cool with her, like, going into combat. And I'm like, this girl's like 13. What are you doing? You should be like, no, go home. Like, we get that you want to help, but, like, for the love of God, we're going to have to be worried about you not dying in this active combat situation. And then all of a sudden she magically becomes, like, super skilled at martial arts, which is never explained other than the fact that it's implied, I guess, that White Tiger's medallion actually is magic, even though they kind of made it seem like it's not, and he just told people it was magic as, you know, his thing. Okay, I'm wanted, and they're after me, and I don't want to kill any coppers. Ah, shit! I'm on your team, more or less. All right, so. Ah, how about this, coppers? fire extinguishing people doesn't kill them, right?
These seen better days.
Okay, there's a wanted system in this game, and it's already more developed than Cyberpunk Day 1's. Come on! Ladder! There we go. I'm rooftop running. I'm parkouring. We're parkouring, everybody. Okay. There's treasure up here, though. Or money.
Adding that to the rainy day fund.
Okay, why don't we just hang here until we're no longer wanted?
Who's there?
Until the law enforcement gets away forgets about our crimes. All right. While I'm doing that, I'll pop back over here because I feel like I've missed a chat or two. Stop paying attention to Born Again after a couple of episodes in. Yeah, no, that's fair. And season 1 is fucking horrible. It's got the achievements for Tip of the Spear and Long Night of Solace in Halo Reach. What do I feel like I know those? Those sound like Halo missions to me. Long Night of Solace and Tip of the Spear. Tip of the Spear and Long Night of Solace. Oh, wait, no, I just scroll one. Yeah, okay, so I was correct about them being Halo Reach. I couldn't see your comment above that one that I read about the names. But yeah, Reed, you don't need to watch any more of Daredevil Born Again Season 1. And even Season 2, while I think it's better than Season 1, you still don't need to watch it. The worst thing about the new White Tiger is she's practically I mean, yeah, right? Like, she honestly looks like a child in pretty much every way you could imagine, including the fact that she seems like she's 4'2". Passed this achievement as one of my proudest accomplishments. Huh, good stuff. Yeah. Part-times they are, and it's weird how many of these MCU movies have come out and tried to claim the hero is poor in them. Hero is poor. Oh god, yeah. Even though they have extremely expensive gear, Falcon, Ironheart, yeah, and now Spider-Man. Like, we're meant to believe that Spider-Man is poor in Brand New Day, yet they don't deal with that even at all. Like, not even for a moment. It's just, oh god, he's like lonely and he has no resources and he doesn't have Tony Stark backing him up like he did before, or Happy, you know, or anyone who would be providing him with money. They never really deal with it at all. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's like, yeah, we're just gonna give him a fabricator. We're gonna let him be able to 3D print things and develop an AI that doesn't need to make RAM prices increase in order to function. And how does he pay for it? Fuck you. It's like, oh, you know what we could do? We could maybe have him taking pictures and selling them to the Daily Bugle, or even taking fucking Instagram posts and selling them to J. Jonah Jameson, Alex Jones the version that they have at the end of Far From Home, and I guess beginning of Born Again, or not Born Again, No Way Home. But they don't even do that. It's like, no, well, screw it. We don't need to have Peter Parker be a photographer. Why would we do such a thing? It's like, well, I mean, sorry, I'm back in the police station. It's not where I wanted to be. Though it's making me think that, like, is there something I need to find in here? I feel like there must be. Otherwise, why would they let me go in there? Aha! No. I don't want to... Okay, just kill me. Look, I don't want to fight coppers. Fine. Oh, that is a way that I can get into the police station. I did see a key there, though I don't know if I need that key. But you know what I mean? Like, they could have given him a job. They could have even, like, I mean, just fucking steal the thing from Spider-Man 2. Have him delivering pizzas. Hell, use that exact scene, and at least it'll seem like, okay, he's somehow pulling in money. And even, like, on Forge, I had the idea, it's like, oh, well, maybe it's Aunt May's life insurance, but that falls apart when the whole world has forgotten about Peter Parker. It's like, well, if Peter Parker doesn't exist, then no, he actually can't have, you know, a life insurance claim or be the beneficiary of life insurance because he doesn't exist. Never mind, it's also not really addressed how he is able to explain that he does in fact exist in order to do anything in this world, which, I guess to be fair, if you wanted to give him a job, you'd probably have to do that. But hey, I mean, if he's selling under-the-table pictures of Spider-Man, the Menace, you know. If only that were something that they had thought of for any other Spider-Man movie in the past.
Blowing air out of my lips.
Why are you shining, Hobo Man?
Pretending to whistle, 'cause I can't whistle.
Is the boot black, though? No, there's no boot black around here. Am I pickpocketing a hobo right now? Well, sorry, buddy.
Whistling.
That's what you get for being poor.
In the wind, 'cause I'm whistling through my lips.
Anything in here worth using? We're stealing? Oh, we stealing stuff? Well, I mean, the cops don't seem to like us all that much here, so... Ooh, we did find a fuse, which means if we do find a use for the fuse, we at least have one now that we didn't have to buy. We haven't seen that meat packing plant yet, though. Comic books. Bats. Bats and comic books? Those are pea sparklers. Hell, create Oscorp in honor of Willem Dafoe. Yeah, no, seriously. Though I guess, man, like that was maybe a problem that they created for themselves with No Way Home, where it's like, how do you use Green Goblin with this Spider-Man if you've already had him up against Willem Dafoe? It's like that's an element of that which may have backfired. And I guess like my worry is that if you then introduce Harry and Norman and Oscorp and that whole thread, are they going to be in a situation where it's like, well, we got to keep the audience on their toes, because I mean, Peter would not inherently not trust Norman because he knows what Norman can become, and maybe he wouldn't trust Harry either. So we got to make it so that fucking Felicia Hardy is the Green Goblin, and she has, I don't know, a daughter that becomes Green Goblin too, and they run Oscorp, so it's Hardcorp now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like especially Disney writers can't seem to process beyond, we need to make people surprised. That the audience just needs to be surprised, and that's it. Nothing other than surprise, that's all that matters. Take that, you little squat.
Sleep tight, asshole.
Yeah, okay, fine. You got your own one-liners. I get it. Take... Oh shit, we got a big palooka in here? Fucking hell. Run my ass away. What'd you worry about, your cleaver? That's your cleaver right here. I'll cleave your ass. Fucking... Oh shit. Okay, well, the big palooka is... Okay, come on, come on. Chase me through here. Fuck you. Ah! God damn it. Why is this AI so much better than it was the last time I fought one of these? Damn it. Dude, are we not doing the, Shit! Oh crap, I forgot my health was that low. Alright. Actually, are we gonna be super far back, or are we gonna be in the meatpacking? We found the meatpacking plant, though, so at least now I know how to get there. Oh no, we don't want him accidentally creating any more villains. Do you remember Electro or whatever that was? Yeah, no, seriously. I feel like they made Electro way more enjoyable as a character in No Way Home. I mean, like, to be fair, they like, I do like Jamie Foxx a lot as an actor, but they did not give him good material in Amazing Spider-Man 2. That bar was pretty low. So yeah, I mean, they really had nowhere to go but up for No Way Home. Jeez, I'm the Home trilogy, I swear to God, I'm forgetting the names of those constantly, and I feel like I'm constantly gonna call a movie by the wrong name. And then it's gonna be on my stream forever, and they'll be like, fake fan, he doesn't even know the names. Although, I mean, realistically, I think calling me a fan of any Marvel stuff
Like
is,
the boys in blue got the station closed up tight. Doubt they'll lend me a free ticket.
Yeah, but what am I trying to do in the police station exactly? Am I just not find a way up to the hotel? Investigate the Incline station? Is Incline, like, wait, is Incline the city that we're in or something?
Local PD's seen better days. Might be worth poking around the dump.
I mean, I don't know. Not if they end up killing me. Although at the same time, here's
Whole department's one big sewer. Fitting.
maybe, but I might be able to find healing items that I desperately need right now. I at least hear body armor. There we go. Not a healing item exactly, but it's something. And I hear jangling. Okay. So I'm gonna guess that deposit box key that was upstairs. Clipping. This game sucks. 0 to 10. I'm kidding. This game's awesome. I know that I can get into. Why do I feel like I'm crouched? I totally was crouched. I just couldn't seem to uncrouch in the sewage. I hear the treasure sound. Okay. We've drained the swamp. Oh, a note. Cunningham's note. The best part about working as an undercover bum is the power. I can get away with pretty much anything I want, and it's buried by the precinct. No one wants to muck up the sting operation in the meatpacking plant and put all our hard work at risk. So who's gonna stop me if I put the screws to Mr. Landry and make him give me a free milkshake? Who's gonna stop me if I stick up my baby in an alley and steal his candy? No one, that's who. My temporary room at the homeless shelter might become permanent after all this is over. After all, I love the smell of freshly processed pork. Where the hell's that treasure sound coming from? Fuck. Okay. You know what? Here, we're gonna save because the cops have a way of immediately deciding, okay, I'm a bad guy. Shit.
This is a restricted area. Move along before I book you.
Yeah, sorry, man. Maybe I was just hearing that cop jingling. Sorry. I'm lost. I'm getting lost. We're getting lost. We got lost. We do be lost. We be losing. We be losing. Ah, shit. Damn it. Ah. Okay, here. You know what? We'll quickly just check to see if no. Okay, that. So I'm gonna need a key to get into there. Then there's no window here. Can I? Maybe I have to break the window. Because I see the other key that is inside that area. I am happy that I saved. Have I ever read James Cameron's treatment for Spider-Man before Raimi made it? No, I did know that he was going to make one. I remember following that news at the time as it was happening in the way that I could, which was, reading like movie magazines every so often because the internet wasn't quite what it was back then. Because it wasn't like immediately before the Raimi one came out. We're talking like 1997. I think, actually, was it before Titanic? Might have been. Shit. Damn it, man. Okay. We can just load that again. But yeah, actually, I don't know when the James Cameron Spider-Man news was happening, but I remember being really pumped about it because, I love Terminator, I love True Lies, I was, and Aliens, too. James Cameron was just making nothing but bangers, and then he made Titanic, and I was always kind of bothered by Titanic because, God, it's all fucking any girl at my, elementary school could talk about for, the whole rest of grades 7 and 8. It's like, oh my God, Titanic is, the best movie ever. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's alright, I guess. It was a cool stunt at the end. You get to see Kate Winslet's boobs, I guess. Okay. sneak around these coppers. Ooh, shit.
Can't let you in, sir. Deaf are we? I said get lost.
Didn't want to have to do that, but now I have a key. Alright, if we're going to be doing this, we'll try to minimize the possibility of getting caught. Oh, seriously? How did you see that? Who saw that? Okay, non-lethal takedown only.
Next.
Oh, okay, Incline Station is the police station. Wait, I got the fucking key to the station. How... Can I seriously not get through here if there's no breakable window and the key to the station isn't acceptable and I took that key off that guy? Come on. How the hell do I get into this room? That key is calling to me.
How come no one ever offers me a bribe?
I mean, maybe if you seemed more bribable, people would offer you bribes. It's not an investigation that I can track. There doesn't seem to be a note in here. I actually don't think... Oh, wait, a door? Nope, that's a non-usable door. Note? Note. Okay, cool. Needs you to clear her locker downstairs. Someone needs to be cleaned out too. Okay, cool. Sorry, that didn't seem like a note that was worthy of dramatic lead. It basically... dramatic. God. Dramatic read. Using R's for L's.
Hey, how's it hanging, Philip? Oh, thanks, mister.
Okay, what's up? Can I not talk to you? Is there no reason I was...
Nothing happens.
Here, turn around so I can pickpocket you.
Try to think, but nothing happens.
Gotcha. Oh, did... Okay, good. I was like, wait, hold on, did I just kill him? I didn't intend to kill him. I might have done it anyways, but... Ooh,
Don't mind if I do.
Sorry, man. You only put one round in your revolver? I can see more than that in the cylinders. Come on. Yeah, look, a gun just flew into the room. Check it out. Go check it out, man. Come on, check it. What the fuck?
One way or the other.
Hey, where the hell is Cunningham at?
Of course he whistled. Stupid whistler. Nah. Painting over graffiti. That doesn't seem like... Oh, donut. Cool. Ah, shit. No, wait. Let me eat a donut so I have health in here, just to be safe. Because we've made some progress.
Stupid asshole. This should do the job.
Alright. Ooh. Health. In the form of donuts.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's get those calories. Hey, Jose. How's it going? And Aaron, how's it going, man? We just beat up a bunch of cops, but had to be done. Not because they did anything wrong, but ooh, wait, map. All right, cool. Now do I actually have a map of this place? Yay! Okay. Lower Incline Station. All right. So the hotel that we need to get to is here. Upper Incline. Is this another police station? Or is it, or not? Incline Station Key. So I'm trying to think, like, is it the Incline a conveyor system or is it the name of the town? I guess West Hill's the name of the town. Hold up. Okay, let's still eat more donuts.
I'm down.
We need health. We need lots of health. Will you be on a particular panel discussing Halo Campaign Devolved? I don't know. I mean, I've not been invited to any, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't join one if I were. I don't think Metal wants to do one for Forge, and that's the only one that Forges tend to not happen without me. Whereas EFAPs happen without me all the time, and honestly, those are really the only two shows I do these days. I'm really wondering how... Oh, hold on, wait. Lieutenant... I probably beat up the lieutenant a little earlier. Do you have a key, sir? Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, sergeant. That's not even a lieutenant. Jeez, I misranked him. Nothing else going on out here. Alright, here. West Hill Funicular Railway. Homeless mission, Pulse Hardware. Even the meatpacking plant isn't on here. And I feel like the meatpacking plant is relevant. Oh, wait. New
Somebody
clues.
stepped in some trouble.
Really? That's all I'm getting from this? Hey, what am I doing right now here, man? I'm walking here. I'm just walking here. Ah. More food. To eat a banana. Maybe bank some apples for later. Hey, this is probably the most health we've had this entire mission since we got hit with those Molotov cocktails. And to be fair, that excursion did also land us that body armor, which might end up helping quite a bit. Oh, yeah, wait. We got the key that we could probably use underneath the police station. We gotta go back down into the seedy underbelly. But hey, it's not filled with gunk anymore. I think EFAP is doing Halo Saturday. Okay, I mean, you know, like I never go out of my way to try to invite myself onto EFAP. I'm sure that if they didn't invite me, it means they've got enough people for it. And I've only played through it once. I didn't do like a legendary run or anything like that. I played it so I could give you guys my thoughts in real time. But I mean, hey, if you're wondering what I think about Halo Campaign Evolved, there's plenty of streams of me complaining about things in it. And I mean, hey, I'll be... also, I guess Metal and I are both streaming Gears of War E-Day multiplayer beta on Sunday. And yeah, he might give some follow-ups on his thoughts. Okay, we did Cunningham's notes already. Isn't there a locked one? And yeah, so we can probably recap some... Oh, and hey, you know what? When I'm not on an EFAP there and we're not doing a forge on a thing that an EFAP is on, guess what? I can actually watch EFAP. Which very often these days I can't do because, I mean, for example, this past week they were covering Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I don't want to watch the EFAP of Brand New Day right before we cover Brand New Day, because then I have to worry about parroting points or opinions or, you know, all the things that I would not want people to just think, oh, I don't have... There's no reason to listen to me. Oh, seriously? I didn't get the key to that? Is that what the lieutenant's key is locking? Hold on, wait. I guess we can figure that out. Maybe it's Lieutenant Price. I was thinking there might be a rank up there. Oh, hold on one second. Are you hiding it in a shoe? What about in this shoe? Okay, no keys hidden in the shoe. That's the important part. Yeah, but if EFAP's on a movie that we're not covering or a game that we're not covering, then I can actually watch EFAP and not have to worry about it spoiling my opinions. Subconsciously or otherwise, right? Because, like, even if you're not trying to, like, parrot someone's opinion, if I let, say, Muller or Fringy or Rags' perspective on a movie change mine, which, I mean, realistically, like, my opinion on Brand New Day was changing just as I was talking to Metal about it, so it's not insane to think that I could hear arguments and then my opinion would change. But I kind of like it when it's Metal and I talking about it that changes my opinions over me, say, watching Critical Drinker's review on something and then being like, oh yeah, like, my opinion on this has entirely changed before I've had a chance to talk it out myself, you know? Is that the Gears? So no, it is not coming to PlayStation, at least not right away. I believe it was going to, and then because, basically, I think because a bunch of Xbox fanboys started complaining about the fact that the thing that's going to save Xbox is exclusives, they decided to cancel the PS5 version of it, as well as for Clockwork Revolution, which is the sort of BioShock-like that's being made by In Exile, who made the Wasteland games, which, I don't know, I think it looks okay. I'm probably, granted, this might sound like shilling, but I'm looking forward to Judas more so than Clockwork Revolution or any new BioShock game coming out. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's related to EFAP as well, because the reason that could be considered shilling for a friend is Little Platoon's writing on Judas. But, I mean, I genuinely do think Judas looks far more interesting than Clockwork Revolution, and I have no faith at all in 2K Games' ability to make BioShock without any of the people that were behind BioShock, so we'll see. But, yeah, you know, I mean, granted, In Exile, I did like Wasteland 3, or at least what I played of it. I didn't finish it, but I enjoyed my time with it before a mafia boss totally stonewalled me, and I didn't know if I just didn't build for that game properly. Ah, shit. What the hell? Oh. Goon shooting? Like, wait, hold on. Did you seriously just whistle, cops? Am I not getting swarmed by goons here? Okay. Yeah, how about some of that? Oh yeah, I'm the one who should be wanted right now. Right now, cops. Believe these coppers?
In the long run, this should be able to speed up the commute.
Alright. Okay.
Sure, you folks can get where you're going faster, while also dealing with another nasty
I could have been a chef. None of these bozos know how to
The
cook.
smuggling traders long
Oh.
made a hotbed out of there, so it'll be nice to see less of that activity moving in and out of the city.
Alright, 68, and we're not really wanted. We're almost unwanted by now. I'm a PlayStation gamer, but the Xbox fans are right to create a fuss about their big franchise going to the competition. I mean, honestly, I don't think they are, because I don't think that is what will help them. You know what's going to make a ton of money for Xbox? If they decide, okay, you know what? We're marketing directly to the chuds. We're going to pander to the chuds. And right now, do you know what they could do to really make it so that PlayStation is basically on the back foot to them? All they would have to do is say, yeah, Helix is going to have a disc drive and we're going to release all our first-party games on physical disc. And any third-party developer is allowed to release theirs on disc if they want to. That's it. That's all they got to do. That will be their opportunity to do the PS4. Here's how you lend your friend a PS4 game. Right now, PlayStation is Don Matricking so fucking hard, and you just know that Xbox is going to miss that opportunity. But yeah, I mean, honestly though, I don't think exclusives are the reason why people buy systems. I think most people buy systems just because that's the one that works for them.
Later, shitbag.
And honestly, the sales data of like the exclusives themselves proves that, because the vast majority of the people who play on PlayStation aren't buying the PlayStation exclusives. So that's not the reason they're playing there. They're playing there because maybe they had a PS4 and therefore just upgraded a PS5 by default. Could be the old, our friends play on PS5, therefore I'm going to play on PS5, though I think that that's becoming less and less important with how much cross-play, how little platforms are actually mattering for multiplayer games. Like, there's a high likelihood that if a multiplayer game comes out, you might be able to just play it with your friends regardless, and the system that you're playing on has nothing to do with it. And I think ultimately it's just, hey, like, which one do you like the most? What has the best price for what you're looking for, the best features? All that stuff I think matters a lot more than, oh, 3 times a year at most, Sony releases an exclusive game. That, for the most part, aren't particularly great these days. It'd be different if every single time one of the exclusives came out, like, either for Xbox or PlayStation, they were absolute bangers that made you really want to go out of your way and pay for a system. But I actually do not remember the last time a console, I mean, obviously if I think back far enough, I can remember. But in the last little bit, I can't think of a console exclusive, and I say that as a person who, despite wanting to play exclusively on PC if possible, and even though I can't, because there are still games that only come out on certain systems, someone who plays primarily on PC, I can't think of the last first-party game for either Xbox, or granted, Xbox, all of them come out on PC, so that's not a good example, but even for PlayStation and Nintendo, what is the last first-party game that I enjoyed? And I don't know the answer to that. I honestly could not tell you. It probably is, I don't know, like Tears of the Kingdom? Like, which at this point was a little while ago, right? Because I hated Metroid Prime 4. That was probably the thing I was most looking forward to on Switch. Or Switch 2, I guess. Mario Kart World couldn't care less about. I played it for about an hour, even though just because it came with my system, I definitely wouldn't have spent 105 Canadian dollars on it, which is what that game costs if you want to buy it on its own. Star Fox is okay, but it's Star Fox 64, and I would have been totally fine not playing that. Spider-Man 2, I didn't really like. Ghost of Tsushima came out a very long time ago. God of War Ragnarok I liked a lot, but it's on PC now. So, I mean, there's that.
Weird shit going on.
But I mean, and a lot of people don't like God of War Ragnarok too. I'm one of the people who does like God of War Ragnarok, and a lot of even PlayStation fans hate God of War Ragnarok because they think that they made that it made Kratos too weak. Which, you know, I disagree with, but that is a problem if you have some of your core audience that think, oh, you assassinated a character that we love, therefore this game sucks. But I mean, like, seriously, like, what other games for either Nintendo or PlayStation have come out in the last little bit that have been genuinely great? I hear Saros is okay, but it didn't sell very well, so clearly not that many. I mean, I guess Astrobot? Maybe Astrobot. Astrobot might actually be the answer. And I wouldn't say third-person platformers are a genre that I need to play when a good one comes out for sure. It's like, oh man, like, I honestly, like, for example, I didn't get Donkey Kong Bonanza because I didn't really have any interest in it. Like, it was like, I don't know. Donkey Kong game where you're like smashing the entire world in order to get through things, and apparently you can kind of trivialize a lot of the levels by just digging your way through instead of like actually performing the platforming challenges. That didn't really seem interesting to me, so I didn't pick it up. So, and it was highly rated, so clearly a highly rated platformer will come out, and it's just not a genre that I'm like, man, gotta play every single one of those that looks interesting. But I think Astrobot might be the last one of the console exclusives that I actually thought was quite good and would recommend pretty strongly. But I think if you told me, hey, I don't really care about 3D platformers, I'd be like, well, I wouldn't say it's worth buying a PS5 to play Astrobot then. That shit. Okay, well, that Tommy gun had no ammo. I'm just trying to kill the guy with the Tommy gun. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Okay. Well, I mean, Astrobot wasn't made by Sony, but it was like a PlayStation exclusive, so yeah, first party or second party exclusives, for ones that are made by the company themselves, or well, I guess like the distinction I'll make is like a third party exclusive that is exclusive for like a year and then is going to be everywhere anyways, like Final Fantasy 16. I'm not counting those as exclusives. And like, I mean, so Aaron, I understand the God of War Ragnarok hate, I just disagree with it, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like I think those people are making things up, I just think they are wrong. Whereas, like, I don't know, if you said something like... Oh, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, there are people who do say this. If you said Dead or Alive 6 ruined the series because all the Dead or Alive girls are ugly in that game, I would be like, okay, well, that is just incorrect, flat out. Whereas if you said, well, I mean, Kratos is a more thoughtful character who doesn't just immediately murder, and I don't like that because to me that's not Kratos, I think that the game does a better job at characterizing Kratos accurately while also adding some depth to how he processes the scenario of the Norse saga differently than the Greek saga, not in spite of his character in the Greek saga, but because of what happened to him in the Greek saga, if that makes sense. And that's why I would say that the people who think that Kratos is just a pussy now are wrong. But I see how they would get that impression. And if you want to see in real time how someone would get that impression, watch the EFAP where we respond to Synthetic Man, because that's precisely how it happens. It's a person playing God of War Ragnarok while asserting a bunch of assumptions about the game and not paying attention to what he's actually playing. Talking over dialogue, ignoring cutscenes, streaming and talking to his chat instead of actually paying attention to what's going on in the game itself, and developing an inaccurate analysis of what the game is as a result. But again, like there are criticisms to be made of Ragnarok, and I think they're like, it's funny, as much as I'm gonna shit, I actually didn't mean to do that. I actually don't think Angrboda being black is one of them, really. I get how some people would be bothered by it. I just don't think, to me at least, it makes that much of a difference. However, the Angrboda section is the most boring part of the game that has the least to do with the main story. So, I was about to say, like, yeah, well, the Angrboda stuff sucks. I know if I say that, people are just going to think I mean, well, Angrboda's black and therefore woke and bad. It's like, no, that's actually not why. I mean, you could make the argument that, hey, if you insist that Angrboda needs to be like a very traditionally Norse-looking woman, or the game sucks,
That's what I'm talking
I'm not going to be able to talk you out of that. Like, that is, you probably will think that regardless, but that is not why her section is bad. Her section is bad because it's poorly paced. You have to ride around on the fucking yak, and it takes forever. and then you have to fight the angry grandma. And the only real benefit you get from it is the thing that happens at the end with the light. You haven't played Ragnarok, I don't want to spoil this, but the thing that happens at the end with the serpent, that is relevant to the story. But I think you could have got there with a much more snappily paced scene, you know what I mean? So this is the construction site, so at least that's a landmark that is on the map. One of the things I remember about Synthetic Man's video is him saying that some enemies attack at lightning speed while showing one of the slowest enemy attack patterns of the game. And I mean, yeah, that could be the gross things he said. I mean, okay, like that stream revealed that Synthetic Man is like okay, I mean, like, again, this is because I know Synthetic Man's community is like very passionate about defending him and saying that he's like actually brilliant and that he's better at analyzing media than any of us are. And I don't want to antagonize those people. I think they're kind of idiots, but like at the same time, I don't want to go out of my way to sound like I'm, trying to pick a fight. But he doesn't really like people that aren't white. I guess that's probably the most tame way to say it. I could go out of my way to make it sound a lot more horrible because I mean it's not good. Like, but I think that's probably the simplest terms in which I could say what is essentially that point. I don't want to use the term alternative right either because I think that people use that incorrectly often, but I think honestly that it's kind of used correctly in his case by the sound of what I heard on that stream. I think like at one point Mueller showed a clip where he called Jordan Peterson controlled opposition because he works for the Daily Wire where they take orders from the guys with the small hats. Like, I was like, oh shit, like this guy's, he's not racist the way people call us racist. It's like he's like he's all in with that mentality. Okay, like I guess here to make an assumption about like the lines, he's probably a huge fan of Nick Fuentes. Now that Fuentes is kind of blowing up, as it were, right? Like, I guarantee you, Synthetic Man is more. Not guarantee. Sorry, I would assume that Synthetic Man is probably thrilled about the rise of Nick Fuentes' popularity because on the Ragnarok stream, he was basically making a lot of those points.
Well, what do we have here?
And yeah, so it was in that context, it made perfect sense that he would say, okay, Angerboda being black is like erasing white culture, or like whatever the specifics were, right? Because crap. Alright. So I'm mostly worried about that boss tier character that is chasing me. And of course, cops are not going after that guy at all. Fucking hell. Alright. Let's see if we can climb our way over here. Oh my god, I'm still wanted. Now I'm back where the coppers can find me. Yeah, you'll never catch me, coppers. Yeah. What? There we go. Crap. He hit me in the ass. There we go. See if I can hide in my little spot here. Oh, great. I died before I saved last time, so I actually did find the money here. And oh yeah, here, Zero Gun. I see your chat, so hold on one second. I'll see if I missed anything from you. Crap. People leave new ones and then the Streamlabs chat moves me down to the bottom again. Oh, remaster of Xenoblade Chronicles X, but then again, that's a remaster. So the thing is, Xenoblade Chronicles X as well as Xenoblade Chronicles Remastered, or, yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Remaster, both run like piss. They're terrible. They do not run at all well, which really pissed me off because I full-blown bought Xenoblade Chronicles X and had never played it before. And I was like, this doesn't run great. And I was like, okay, you know what, here, I'll wait till they maybe release some patches for it. And then before I was able to try it again, they did the thing that I wanted them to do in the first place, which was they said, hey, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, remastered or patched to run at 60 FPS. You can finally play Xenoblade Chronicles at 60 FPS, Mark. It's something that you've wanted to do for a long time. And it is terrible. It runs so badly that I'm just like, okay, great. So I guess now the second Switch 3 comes out, I'll finally be able to play Xenoblade Chronicles at a frame rate that I would want to play a video game at. Amazing. Thank you, Nintendo. You did such a great job with this paid fucking upgrade. Yeah, I got very upset about that. I think I missed one more chat. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch Synthetic Man. I've not interacted with him in any way at all since that EFAP episode. I just, every so often, I have had people in my chat or an EPAP chat saying that, like, yeah, you guys don't understand Synthetic Man at all. You totally fucking strawmanned him. And I was like, I don't think that was the case at all. In fact, funny thing about the coverage we've done on the Halo show now, I didn't have a problem with him at all before that stream because I saw his Halo TV show videos and I thought they were kind of funny. I don't think the guy's terrible at making videos, but after watching that fucking God of War stuff, I was like, oh. And by I say terrible at making videos, I'm not talking about the research and writing part, I'm talking about the production value part. He can put together a video that is relatively entertaining. But that doesn't mean I think he's good at analyzing video games, which, fuck, like, Mahler's supercut on his Ragnarok stuff proved that he is clearly not. Or it, like, many people in either politically charged wing of media criticism, he, in that stream, proved that he had an opinion of what the game was going to be based on its political elements, and every single thing, every observation he made was in service to that point, not in service to accurately analyzing what he was playing. And I don't think that that's a good way to go about making stuff.
Millennium Hat.
I think that you can make videos that are from your political perspective in a way that isn't dishonest. But I think when you've decided, hey, this is my political perspective. Oh, that's the Hobocop.
I think it's time to transfer some funds.
All right. Sweet. We found the deposit box key, and it looks like that was the cop that we read the note about. This was the guy that decided he was going to just become a cop, become a hobo and stop being a cop. Right, I was going somewhere with this though. But yeah, like, I think that if you start saying that, like, okay, this game is chud bait, like Stellar Blade. It's like, oh, because, like, there's sexualized women constantly, and every single thing that happens in this game is in service of you getting even more sexualized outfits. Therefore, this game sucks. And also, it's combat bad, because there's ladies in sexy outfits. Okay, but you're not actually talking about the video game. Or if you are, you're letting your perspective affect the way you view Stellar Blade, because you think that woke people, for lack of a better term, should hate Stellar Blade because it's chud bait. Likewise, Synthetic Man did the exact opposite to God of War Ragnarok, where he refused to see any value in it because he decided that it was woke trash, and that's that, right? What makes level design good in these old school games, and why how Requiem and 007's design's bad? I mean, I don't think all of Resident Evil Requiem's level design is bad. I quite like the Care Center. Even the Care Center basement, I didn't hate. It's that area is shorter, so it's a bit more short-lived. But yeah, I think that there is some good level design to be found in Resident Evil Requiem. Bond First Light, though, it's just wander around, fucking talk to people to learn the exact same information as all the other people that you could talk to. Do one of two things that just bring you to the same outcome, and none of it actually matters, and none of it's fun. Lead investigation. Oh, hold on 1 second. Retrace the footprint. Oh, hold on. Gotta go to deposit 29 at the bank. Hold on. 3, 1. Ah! No, it's not my reload in this game. And yeah, I think Resident Evil 9 100% needed more complexity. Particularly, I think that it really needed a better story. And I also think that Raccoon City was pretty phoned in. Raccoon City, the big problem I had with Raccoon City in Requiem was it seemed like it being Raccoon City was enough, and that they didn't actually try to make it an interesting revisit for Leon to the city where, like, his kind of, you know, his role in the game started. It was just, okay, Leon's in Raccoon City again. Remember the police station? There you go. Like, it was all, like, key jangly. It was just, hey, here's the police station. Here's a Mr. X tyrant. Here's, I don't know, a Wesker-looking guy. And there were a couple kind of neat environmental storytelling things, but even they were just really, really short-lived. Like, they're there and then they're gone. And, yeah. I would have preferred if they put a bit more work into it. But ultimately, I still had fun with Resident Evil Requiem and still, like, played it repeatedly to, like, get all of the challenges finished. Whereas Bond First Light, fucking, like, that game was so epically disappointing to me in so many ways, and I didn't really have fun at any point while playing it. God, I'm gonna end up just killing every single one of the enemies in this game with the nail gun if I keep this up. Mostly talking about the Raccoon City portions compared to... Oh, no, it's not even comparable. And, like, I guess, though, the thing is... To be fair to Requiem, in saying that, like, the level design in the game is bad, I'm talking about all of the level design in the game, not just Raccoon City. But if you just said if the Raccoon City segments of Requiem, I'd be like, yeah, they're pretty linear. They're like it's Far Cry for a little bit. It's essentially Far Cry Raccoon City, and then you get to Raccoon City Police Department, and it's just narrow hallway that you walk down, scripted sequence. Another narrow hallway that you walk down. Very simplified version of a puzzle that was in the original game. Or original game being Resident Evil 2. And then it's over. And then boss fight with Mr. X Tyrant for no reason. So there's the meat market. Where the fuck is the bank? Why do I feel like I walked by the bank and through the bank several times and got in a big shootout in the bank. And now I can't find the bank.
Stop complaining. The other guys would kill for a cushy gig like this. You could be on foot patrol 2 blocks down. That's where they shoot first.
Oh no, it's an Irish cop. The racism.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, it looks like Paddy McCormick's over there. It's his beat. Watch some playthroughs of Resident Evil 9. The revisit didn't seem satisfying. No, it's not. And that's the thing. It's the tricky thing with key jangles, right? Because it isn't satisfying, but plenty of people were reacting to it like, oh my god, Leon is finally back in Raccoon City Police Department. That's amazing. That's so incredible. And it's like, yeah, but it sucks though. Like it's only the aesthetic that you get. It's not really any substance. And I think that Capcom, modern Capcom, especially when it comes to them making Resident Evil games, like they're capable of substance. It's not something that they can't do. All right, get some cash money. Let's save that just so I don't have to remember that there's cash in that smokestack again. I would say Halo Remake, but it wasn't I wasn't disappointed. I was just angry that they made changes. And I mean, yeah, like I think the biggest, oh god, biggest problems. The most substantial problem in Halo campaign involved. And I mean that word accurately speaking. Like the problem of the most substance is the fact that the combat is just fucked. Like compared to the other Halo games, changes were made that were in service of making it different than the original game, and unlike all of the other Halo games, like Bungie Halo games in particular, all the other games in the series where there were differences between entries that had substance and had thought put into them, almost all of them were just nonsensical. Like it's like, oh, that pistol's OP. What do we do about the pistol? Let's make it just take forever to ready, so they can't switch to it and do the headshot. Yeah. Okay, hunters, they're too easy to kill. What do we do about the hunters? Oh, let's make it so the pistol doesn't kill the hunters at all. It doesn't really do anything to them. It's like the worst gun to use against the hunter now. Okay, cool. So we can sprint now. What do we do with the flood? No, with the sprinting. What? I mean, whatever. You can sprint away from the flood now. That makes it better. Okay. Like, I mean, there's just so much stuff that just seems like people, like, it's almost the Halo 4 problem all over again, right? It's the, like, it's like you're having Halo that's made by people who hate Halo, and it seems like you did it on purpose, for no other reason than it's like, well, but we don't like Halo, so why would we want this game to play like Halo? It's like, then you should be making Halo. Fuck you. Stop it. Fuck. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough one. How the hell am I getting into this bank? It's like an army in here. And yeah, like, I mean, honestly, even the redesigns to the dialogue, I maybe wouldn't have as much of a problem with if the dialogue wasn't directed like shit. Like, why does Cortana sound like she's at her first improv class and doesn't understand how to do improv yet? Oh my god, Chief! The Forerunners made this. Wow. I wonder if the Covenant know what's happening here. It's like, Jesus. Jen Taylor, you've been doing this for fucking 3 decades. Stop it. Or 2.5. But 2.5 decades, that's a long time. A quarter of a century. Jen Taylor has been playing Cortana. Think of it that way. And somehow her performance in it is bad. And I feel like the reason has to be that just they did not direct her properly. They said, or they directed her improperly. Like, as opposed to, like, not giving her good direction versus actively giving her bad direction. And those performances in that game seemed like a substantial enough difference that it is actively bad direction. It is, you were telling her to do things that made the game worse. Not passively worse, actively worse. Okay. Oh, come on. Ah, Jesus, he can roll. Okay.
Interesting. Well, would you look at that?
I trust you, but my Tommy gun don't. I believe it, as I believe it, isn't it? Are you kidding? I just killed a bunch of bank robbers, sir. There's the safety deposit box. Got my wallet back.
Nice.
Okay.
Needed some booze money.
I'm robbing this bank for justice. I'm Robin Hood. I'm robbing from this here neighborhood and given to me.
Well, would you look at that?
And my wanted level actually stopped as I was robbing the bank. Man, what the hell? I'm hearing jingling. Okay, we're gonna save before we go back in here because I feel like I'm gonna go back in here and get arrested. And so no, key jangling has not always been a thing in anything. It has become a thing as people have begun to value nostalgia over things being good. And I think that the biggest problem there, and the reason why I think people value nostalgia as much as they do, particularly lately, is the things being made aren't all that good anymore. In general, but again, I think that like companies like Capcom especially don't really have an excuse there because it's like, look, man, like you have every opportunity to make good Resident Evil stories. You just decided to not for Resident Evil 9 because you thought you had like a decent enough idea to be like, okay, we're gonna have it so that you play as Grace and you're afraid, and then you play as Leon and they're afraid of you. Which, you know, conceptually, I liked. I thought it was a good idea. I think there should have been more interplay between the time you're playing as Grace and the time you're playing as Leon. I think that one... Oh, shit. You broke that shotgun before I could kill you? Or before I could steal it from you? God. For example, the enemies that you kill in one playthrough, I think, should have been dead in the next playthrough. Or have areas where you go through as Leon once, but you're on a time limit so that you can kill a bunch of enemies while running through the area as Leon, but then you have to worry about... What the fuck? What did I do? I didn't do anything just now. Coppas? I'm being discriminated by the long arm of the law, see? Having their economies too for upgrades be separate was a really bad idea as well. Do I think Jen Taylor would have... crap. God, I really need to be able to see more of my chat. I have one little stream window thing for chat, and I don't see it nearly enough of it. And I can't make it any bigger either. Hold on one second. I'm just going to quickly address that comment. You think Jen Taylor would know better to have some input against bad direction? So here's the thing. As a voice actor, as an actor in general, you do need to do what the director tells you to do, otherwise you're going to be there all night. Like, and you can offer your input, but ultimately it's like, okay, but I want you to deliver it like this, at least one time. And when I think you've got it, that's when we're going to stop. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing this. And like, so as an actor, it's not really a good idea to be backseat directing, as it were, you know, or at least not within reason. And at the end of the day, even if you do that and you just give the one take that's the terrible performance that the director wants, they're the one who picks the takes, you know? So it's like they do have final say as to what version of you ends up in the game or the movie or the episode of whatever at the end of the day. It's not up to you as the actor. It's up to you as the actor to read the lines, to give the performance, and to give the... More so than either of those things, especially like within a certain scope of fame or ability. Like if you're Tom Cruise, you probably have a lot more leeway as far as like what your final scene ends up looking like. But at a certain point, it's like, no, your job is to deliver the lines the way we want you to deliver the lines, and we'll be here until you do. Your job isn't to try to direct the movie into something better than what we're trying to make, because you don't know better. You're just the actor. You're not the director. Stop it. And I mean, that might sound dumb, but it's sort of how you don't have sets where a couple like diva actors who think that they're better than everybody else working on the production end up costing the studio, or I mean in some cases the director, depending on how the movie is funded, costing people potentially hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars if you let the actor get away with too much. So I feel like it's up there that I need to get, but how do I get on this railway car? See? And I mean, like again, we're not in the recording booth with her, so for all I know, she might have, for all we know, she could have been saying, "Hey, look, like I don't normally play Cortana like this. Why are you telling me to go so over the top? Like Cortana is generally a little sassier, not nearly as like you're making her sound crazy." And it's like, why is that? And they might say, well, you remember what happened to her in Halo 5? We want to start setting that up from Halo 1. And I hated Halo 5, so I think that would be a stupid thing to say. But as the actor playing Cortana, is it your place to say, okay, 343, you're really fucking this up? Like, it's not. Like, she's getting paid to deliver the lines the way they want her to deliver the lines. That's it. It might sound depressing, and if it is the case, then yes, it is. But that's kind of how it is. Have you seen that? Yeah, Corn Sweat and James Gunn. Exactly, right? It's like Corn Sweat couldn't rewrite the movie. He can't make James Gunn direct him differently. He can push back, but at the end of the day, James Gunn is the one who is telling him what to do, and he is there until he does what James Gunn wants him to do. Likewise, James Gunn's the one editing the movie, and the movie will be edited how James Gunn wants, not how David Cornsweat wants. And while that might sound sad to people that did not like the final products of those things, it is ultimately the way the System works. And that's not to say like, well, see, the system is broken and that's why we need to change all. But it's like, no. You just need good people directing. Like that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's like, and I think that James Gunn in particular has been a good director. And I think he ultimately can be a good director again. He's just got to get his head out of his ass. Like I think he's just, and I mean that more technically than you would think. Because I think like James Gunn is the perfect example of a guy who I believe is like high on his own farts. Like I think he thinks that because of how popular Guardians of the Galaxy was and how much money the MCU ended up making, I think he thinks he can do no wrong. And I mean, hey, there's plenty of people, because there were plenty of Superman fans, who agree that they think he's right. They think, yeah, no, James Gunn actually can't. I was really hoping that would, the trash would break my fall. What if I just throw this bullet at you?
I could have been a chef. None of these clowns know how to cook.
Ah.
I gotta stop talking.
Oh my god.
Other guys starting to look at me.
Ah, shit.
Hey, buddy, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you little fucker. Okay, fine. I can't aim because I whiffed my... shit. Shit. Okay, well. Alright, heard some casting directors have to get in sound-alikes to finish a session when working with big-name actors. I mean, yeah, and that is possible, too. I don't think he saved the Ultra Kill video. Who are we talking about here? Again, I've missed too many chats. I was on too much of a rant. Manga recommendations. Monster. Yeah, no, I've got all of Monster. Physical copies of all of Monsters. And yeah, Monster is incredible. And the anime is very, very good as well. Strong recommend to Monster. Very, very good suggestion. Zero Gun Rival. Remember one of the X-Men Legends games, phasing in another actor who clearly wasn't Patrick Stewart to finish Xavier's lines in the game. Oh, so Patrick Stewart did some of the lines in X-Men Legends? Holy shit. James Gunn needs someone to rein him in. Yeah. Oh, and I mean, like, you gotta wonder, like, who did that on Guardians, or like any of the Marvel movies that he worked on that turned out effective, you know? Because like I don't know. Did anyone? Was there anyone? Okay, so I think that because climbing up this doesn't seem to work, I believe it's going through the construction site that is what we're gonna have to end up doing. And we're gonna do it without losing all of our health, because we jumped down for no reason. Jumped down from height.
Man, I love hurting people.
Yeah, I love hurting you, wise guy. Yeah, I think it's that he thinks that he has every single one of these characters solved. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think he does have some characters solved sometimes. Potentially in ways that many would assume were insolvable. Like, who would have expected Ratcatcher 2 to be as interesting as she was in the Suicide Squad? Who would even think that a Suicide Squad sequel would have any value ever?
Yo, wake the hell up.
Yeah, what if I shoot you in the head a little? I'm fighting a big palooka. Shit, I didn't want to do this though. Fucking hell. I can't even block this in time.
How about some of this?
Well, hand-to-hand combat against a big palooka. I don't know how much I want to be doing this. Aha. Is there a... No, we're not. We don't have a switch. Oh, I evaded the big palooka. He sounds like a Hulk.
Whoa! How in the hell? Oh shit! Gunfire!
Yeah, gunfire, see? I don't think I can climb up there to anything. Post brand new day, what do you feel? You'll like Avengers less? I never had any faith in Avengers Doomsday, honestly. I didn't have any faith in brand new day, to be fair. I just enjoyed it more than I thought I would on my first viewing, but I started falling apart the second I started thinking about it. Like, once I began to apply, hey, wait, hold on. How does morality factor into Gene? Yeah, it didn't last long. My opinion of Brand New Day was on a steady decline once I started thinking, yeah, you know, I mean, she really did do some pretty terrible things, didn't she? And that's the little the thread that unraveled the whole goddamn sweater. And then by the time, like, man, like, speaking of not wanting to just inherit other people's opinions, I think, like, if I got to Mahler's video without having thought my way through it to the degree that I pretty much had those points anyways, yeah, he really, lays them out pretty clearly, doesn't he? It's like, wow, yeah. They, like, if anything, it's, Mahler's video kind of laid it out in a way that it's like, how did I miss any of that? Like, at any point, for even a moment. Shit. Although, now I'm starting to feel like I do not know how to get up to this hotel. Yeah, I meant to die there. Somewhat, actually, seriously. Hey, Mark, have I played Ultra Kill before? Yeah, Ultra Kill's great. Oh, so that's what was being asked about Ultra Kill. Yeah, no, sorry, that chat went by a little too quickly for me to see it. I can really only see about 4 messages at a time, and if one of them is a longer message, it actually makes it even more difficult to see. Here, I could try to... I can move my chat window horizontally, which decreases the amount of lines that are on each one. Yeah, so now the oldest chat that I can see right now is Read by Nature's I remember one of the X-Men Legends games phasing in another actor. And now... Slumpy's James Gunn needs someone to rein him in. I was talking with someone about Brand New Day at work, and he's basically in denial that Gene is... Okay, so that's crazy. I do think that, like, if you actually are trying... If you're in a position where you are debating Gene being evil, how do you possibly make the argument that, oh, no, Gene did nothing wrong? It's like, what? What do you mean? Really? How could you think that? I honestly don't. I don't know. I do not know what the answer to that could possibly be. Did I just have to go in here the entire time? Second floor? Oh wait, no. I'm going down. I want to go up towards the... Ah, okay, so I'm in the meatpacking plant. God, another big palooka. Okay. Is this the one that I can maybe bait through here and then burn to death? Come on, buddy. Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. You were supposed to burn to death. This wasn't part of the deal. Alright. No, like, yeah, it's like a seriously, how? She does a double rape kiss. How does that even happen? And the only 2 people are involved. Now, granted, it's just a kiss, so it could be worse, and maybe that makes using the term rape not accurate, but it's definitely a... She forces 2 people to consent on false pretenses. One, by puppeteering her fucking body, which is as direct as you can get as far as violating consent. And for Peter, she is pretending to be someone who she isn't and tricking him into kissing her, which is also not cool. It very much violates consent. And yeah, you know, for all, I mean, like, again, I don't, as much as I don't like having to constantly refer to politics when it comes to things, but for all the people that are like, you know, like the TikTok folks online that are constantly talking about every single thing that it, like, if a man looks at a woman on the street and she doesn't want him to, then that's violating consent. It's like, for all the people that will say stuff like that, where are they when Jean Grey is mind controlling Zendaya and having her trick Peter into making out with her? And, like, no one is consenting in that exchange except for Jean, and even then she's doing it to be sadistic. How's that not evil? I don't get where the argument where like, oh well, that's not evil. I mean, come on. Zendaya and Peter love each other. Okay, Big Palooka, follow me this way. Jesus Christ, you have a lot of health. Okay. I might just need to run and try to find... Oh, health back. Ah! No! Okay, well, so fighting the Big Palooka is useless because even the plan that I had in order to take him down didn't work, even though I caught him in it. Mr. President, a second Wanda situation has hit everybody's brains. I mean, so Wanda, I was never on board with Wanda, not even for a moment. And if anything, I think it's because they made it abundantly clear that she was extraordinarily evil to the point that I don't think anyone was making the argument except for fucking... Monica Rambeau. They'll never know what you sacrifice for. You just sacrifice nothing. Because that's the thing, it was retarded. It was like, you know, she actually did sacrifice nothing. There were imaginary children. She gave up imaginary children. That is not a sacrifice. I sacrifice my dreams every morning when I wake up. It's fine. We do it every day. It's part of life. It's not a sacrifice. It's, you were having a good dream and now you've woken up. Sorry, man. That must be tough. I guess it's okay that you took an entire town hostage. Like, you would have to be insane to even for a moment think that that is, like, good writing. Whereas, I guess with Jean, like, if you just have a skewed idea of, like, what redemption arcs should play out like, I could see you being tricked by it for like a day or two. And I wouldn't even say that I was tricked by that in any way. Like, at no point was I thinking, oh yeah, no, like, Jean did nothing wrong. For me, it was more like, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, that movie was kind of entertaining and I thought it was going to be a colossal piece of shit. And then I started thinking about Jean more and more, and I'm like, even when I walked out of the movie, my initial reaction was, well, I feel like they were not very good about keeping Jean consistent, and I'd immediately thought, it seems like they rewrote her halfway through the movie. But when you really start picking apart exactly what she did and what the consequences of that are and would be, it's insane. Like, it gets wild the more you think about it. So, like, the idea that someone could be making the argument that no, actually you have it wrong about Jean, calling her evil is silly because clearly she's a good guy and villains aren't born, they're made, and she lost her sister, therefore her getting an innocent man hit by a cab is totally cool because she redeemed herself at the end by not torturing the actual bad guy. So much about that is incorrect. Like, ooh, all right. I had the key to the fucking station the entire. Sorry, Kappa. We're going rogue. Can I get on?
There's a door nail.
Of course.
It's juice.
Okay, we gotta power this bad boy up. Am I gonna roundhouse kick? I Leon Kennedy kicked a cop. Leon Kennedy was a cop. Does that make it okay? I'm the Jean Grey of private detectives. It should be the opposite. The show is an insult to the comics. See, I mean, like, I'm for everything that I'm rating both Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision, and Brand New Day on. Nothing I'm saying has anything to do with its accuracy to the comics. Like, Jean Grey is evil entirely removed from anything she has ever done in any X-Men comic, including the fucking Dark Phoenix saga.
Check out that fuse box.
It has nothing to do with why they fucked up as hard as they did in that movie. I mean, honestly, like, I think the thing that I'm having the most trouble with is imagining how someone can be like, yeah, Jean, of course she did nothing wrong. How could you think that Jean is evil? I'm having trouble processing that because I honestly don't believe it. I can have you say, like, yeah, she did some really fucked up stuff, but, you know, like, she will be able to find redemption because she's an X-Man, you know? Like, that it's something that Spider-Man will help her with, and she'll be working to redeem herself through the next, I don't know, whatever fucking phase they're on in Marvel at this point. Like, that I can accept. But saying, no, you're wrong, she's actually not evil, is crazy. Sorry, didn't mean to get so heated there. Okay, I think we're probably going to find our way onto this, hold on, train station. It says way out that way, but I don't believe it because I feel like it's probably up here. Okay, we're going to make our way up to the hotel now? I think we might. Alright, yeah, see, we solved the puzzle. No, like, heavily it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you survive. That's an evil thing to do to a person. The only thing that would have made that halfway justifiable, and you would have to put this in the movie, by the way. You would have to put this in that movie, because if you try to do it in a sequel, it will seem like a retcon.
Reach the top.
If you had Jean say, yeah, if you had, hey, have Peter say you had a guy jump in front of, you had an innocent man jump in front of a cab, you could be like, yeah, that guy was a child serial killer. I could immediately read all of his thoughts, and he has murdered 40 children. But you didn't put that in the movie. Like, you would have to have her have consciously injured the guy beyond repair, or like not necessarily mortally injured the guy. If you want to say he survived, sure, but hospitalizing him and potentially altering his life forever because he is likely now paralyzed.
Facade.
You have to give me a reason why it is not an evil person doing that. And the only thing you could say is that, like, he actually is a terrible, terrible person who has done unforgivable things, and me doing that to him was effectively equivalent to you beating anyone up that you've beaten up, because you hurt people too, Spider-Man.
A real big fella. Hector Valdez worked in this.
One thing we're gonna do here. Sorry, I had to cough. I can't hear the guy talking. I don't know. Not back to title screen. I'm clicking without looking. I was looking at the chat. No. Resume. Okay. Is there a first? Yeah, I see a goon. I'm not gonna be able to sneak up on that goon, am I?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's staying in the book. Just what are you gonna do with that?
Ah, shit!
Kicking our asses.
Okay. Hey, what you looking at? Okay.
Heading up to talk with Hector now.
See, I've definitely witnessed people bend over backwards to defend an IP they like in IRL conversations, but it's just like they need to justify it, right? Like, and they can't just be like, or they need to not justify it, but acknowledge the issue. Like, cause I think that you can get a lot of faith from me if you say, yeah, this doesn't make sense and it is a problem, but it doesn't ruin it for me. I still like the movie anyways. Usually when that happens, I'm like, yeah, all right. Like, you're acknowledging that it's a problem, so you're not trying to call me crazy. And that feels a lot better to hear from someone than, yeah, you're actually insane and I hate you. Here, wait, where am I going? Tab, that's what I want to do. Find Ector. We doing this?
Oh, what do we have here?
Okay. I'll pistol whip you. The house always wins, but I'm the house. Where are you, Hector?
Oh, boy.
Actually, almost at the point that I need to eat my dinner, so we gotta at least finish this one mission or I'm gonna feel like a real failure. We're definitely not finishing all of episode 2 today, though, everybody. I just saw the time. I was like, oh shit. And we're killing goons. We're now killing goons actively. Where was, like, did I get a note on Hector's? No. I could have sworn the guy said that Hector's on the first floor, though, and I couldn't open any of those doors, and none of them even said locked, which made me think, it's like, huh. Oh, I can't play the slots? I mean, granted, there was just a shootout, so playing anything with a dealer is probably not happening. Hey! Wise guy, eh? Don't run when you hear bullets. I know what the writers wanted to imply, but based on how they wrote it, I just do not interpret his actions the way they wanted. They could have had Professor X meet... I mean, yeah, like, exactly. And, like, I actually even brought up on Forge that it seemed to me, at least... Granted, I'm just a guy on the internet. Not on the writing team or anything like that. It seemed to me that they might have not been allowed to use Charles Xavier. Like, perhaps because they're waiting to cast him for the MCU. Which, you know, oh shit. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, come on! Okay, well, here's hoping that we got a checkpoint relatively recently after that. Although, I mean, now we do know how to get up to the hotel. Now, where it becomes tricky are things like, if you guys go to the Hereditary episode of Forge, the argument that Cap and I had about the cult's ability to do things and the level of influence that Paimon had. That gets trickier because that comes down to interpretation. Be like, I think that the movie explained this enough for me to understand it, versus I didn't, and who is correct. Now, I think ultimately Cap's probably the one who was more correct than me, but I felt the need to at least make the case as to, I felt that the movie explained itself enough for me to buy into the story that it was telling. And that's a bit of a more, what would be the word for it? That's a bit of a more nuanced situation, because there's
That's all the filth stain.
Discussion to be had there, where it's not as simple as just, oh, it flat out doesn't make sense and is a massive problem and is terrible, because if it makes sense to one person and doesn't make sense to the other person, it can be difficult to sort out exactly who is correct. Now, that's not to say that there was no objective correct answer, because like I said, Cap probably had more objective evidence on his side. But it was a difficult discussion to navigate, because I didn't really know how to convey that. It's like, but like, I don't know, I just felt that like the movie implied explanation well enough that I was able to suspend my disbelief of the things that might not have made sense. And yeah, it was definitely a difficult talk for me though, because I didn't want to seem like I was just defending things because I like it. So, yeah, room 2, first floor, which means you'd figure that's 102, right? I can tell him he's late on his payment, but like, shouldn't that be on this floor that I feel like I've... Ooh, pearl necklace. Those were always fun to take as well as to give. Giggity. So 102, yeah. Okay.
Way home. Must have wandered off somewhere.
Okay, that's probably why there's more here. Oh my. Speaking of pearl necklaces, okay. Okay.
The fella asks me to meet here, and he takes a powder.
So the casino on the top floor is where I was, and
No, they couldn't have. Unless... Who is this guy?
oh, this guy's me, eh? Ah, shit. Jeez, you have more ammo? Okay. We might have to burn our healing items now.
This ought to make the job easier.
Seriously? I have a full... Wait. Did I reload through this before? Maybe? Okay. Well. We'll at least save when we get to the casino here. How's Canada's goon? I am not the goon. I am killing and fighting goons. These are the goons. See? Oh, it says bouncer. Some of them actually do say goon.
Heading up to talk with Hector now.
Alright.
Mike, see if you can get him to come back with you. Hang on.
Nightwave, no. Don't be in a gunfight. That's what I'm probably gonna go do. Gotta grab the quarters, see? We never know what kind of upgrades we'll find when we get to the hideout next. This is episode 2, anything can happen. Okay. We are saving here, so we don't have to do the whole bottom floor again.
What
So,
smells like
casino.
salami rolled in garbage? Hey,
You! Okay, actually, you know what? I do have 3 rounds here. Whatever. Are we going in guns blazing? Maybe. All I know is my gut says maybe. That is a gun, buddy. A gun that's gonna kill you. Or weaken you until I can beat you up. Okay, well, you know. Getting those wads of dough. Oscars are influencing the outcome of the awards. I don't know. Ah, shit. Okay, well. It's always my favorite type of enemy unit, the nearly indestructible boss character. Okay, we're going to... Ah, shit. Ah, shit. No, I'm just trying to pick up ammo so that I can shoot you more, big palooka. Okay. I don't have... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. fuck. Whiffed my last shot. Isn't there any food in this casino that I can eat real quick for health? Oh, fuck. 12% health left. Yeah, she taught me how to fight in bed the next morning, see? There's your mama joke for you. Kind of. I don't know, I was talking on the fly and I'm trying to... Ah, shit! Okay, fine. No One Lives Forever is actually a pretty difficult game to play. It's, I think there are some source ports of it, but not the easiest game to track down. It is one that is often requested for remasters, though. Oh no, don't crash on me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've got 10 minutes until my dinner's gonna be ready. Yeah, I got gooned. Oh, like the giant gold statues. Okay, I totally wasn't tracking that. Sorry, now that's what you mean. Okay, come on.
Boss says it's better to not ask questions.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Just consume product and get gooned. See? Maybe I should actually take out some of the guys in here first. Okay. Oh shit. Shit. Ah! Sparta! Gotcha. Okay.
Well, what do we have here?
But there's no mags for this, are there? Where the hell are some of those Tommy guns? Oh, this is a broken Tommy gun? Damn it. Okay, well, Tommy gun mag. At least there's that. Oh, fucking hell. And yes, I did finish Halo. It was pretty bad. It's a terrible, terrible version of Halo Combat Evolved. I don't recommend it to anyone. The prequel missions were particularly shit. In some unbelievable ways, really. You know what would make the brutes even better? If instead of having armor that breaks off them that you can see happening in real time as you're fucking playing an Xbox 360 game, let's just make it so that they have no armor that falls off at all, and instead there's a weak spot on their chest that if you shoot it, it breaks their Covenant mind control and enrages them. That is a real thing that happens in this game. And actually, Agent 64, I believe I streamed like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago when it was in early access. So I'm well aware of Agent 64. I've not played the like 1.0 version, and I do know that it recently came out, but that is a game that I've been tracking for quite some time. I wonder, can I do the Resident Evil 9 thing here? Come on. Hey, you coming? You gonna walk on the glass? Haha. I think they know. Do they know?
Get out here!
Man! Jeez. This is a shocking amount of enemies. Yeah, well, I mean, we were kind of talking about this earlier, but Andy Pence, I think, is another example of a guy who I think lets his politics lead his criticism in a lot of circumstances. I don't think I've seen a take from him that did not seem like he had decided it before it happened. And I mean, in the case of something like Halo, a lot of those criticisms apply, but I don't think any of Halo's criticisms are really down to the political leanings of the people making the game. It's because the game is just bad. It is like bad gameplay design decisions. And there are people who like are more left-leaning or more right-leaning, like which is, I mean, it's easy to be either of which to me because I'm kind of in the middle, that can make a good video game. It's just Halo is an example in which that did not happen, that they just made a very bad version of Halo Combat Evolved with extremely lame weapon balancing, combat mechanics, AI that didn't make sense, changes that were not in service of good gameplay. They were just in the service of changing things for the sake of them being changed. And that resulted in bad video game flat out, for reasons all its own, removed from any political leanings of any kind. Ah, shit.
Hey, you snoozing? Take a hike, man. This is hard. Get up. Whoa. How in the hell? See, a good stink.
Oh, 1.0 is the 11th of this month. And yeah, Residual Sieve, I'm pretty much in the same way. Well, because I mean, I think like if you're too far to the right or to the left, it interferes with your ability to think pretty heavily. Not to mention, as much as like I have my issues with Actman, it was like Actman just like absolutely fucking decimated Andy Pants in that debate, because it became very clear that the guy probably honestly doesn't even believe half the thing that he says about games like Halo, because he panders. Like they made it pretty clear in that thing that he used to pander to Xbox fanboys, and when that stopped being profitable, he decided to just pander to like conservative gaming audiences, right? And just tell them what they want to hear. So I don't know. It's just guys like that I have trouble taking seriously. And that doesn't mean that they can't make points that are correct. And I mean, hey, like, guess what? If you say that Halo Campaign Evolved is a bad game, whatever your political leanings are, you are correct. So, you know, there is that. I guess it's just that, like, that's not the kind of person whose videos I would, like, go to if I want to gain some insight into why something is bad. I mean, like, take for example, though, in the case of Halo Campaign Evolved, I didn't have to go to anyone's videos because I played the fucking thing. I could tell you why it's bad myself. And understand that I'm not telling you it's bad because I disagree with the politics of the people at 343. It's because I disagree with their ability to make a good video game. It has nothing to do with how they vote. It's just how they are at making video games fun. Oh god, I've got 3 minutes until my chicken is going to be ready. I was really hoping I'd be able to get through this in time. You know what I might do, though, is go into the casino and see if I can figure out another way. And yeah, I mean, like, what's funny is I actually didn't even watch either Andy Pants or Ackman's videos on it. I got that through osmosis of other people I watched who responded to their debate, but in watching the debate, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is embarrassing. Or just watch the former Xbox lady review on... not 100% sure who that is. Though I guess if you say the name, I can look it up.
Over there. I don't cut. Man
Where might I find Hector? Yeah, I'm gonna kill probably more of them. Bullets. Anybody got bullets? Where else can I possibly go in here? Here, wait. Can I hide? Am I hidden in this shadow? They did say to go to the casino, but like, I mean, where else is there to go within the casino in which I can find Hector, who is the person that I'm looking for? Like, for example, how do I get over there? See? Here, you know what? We did actually take out a fair amount of the guys in here, so we'll make a new save and try to see if we can find our way up to this balcony. Unless the balcony is accessed through the lounge. Or can I climb? Yeah, okay. Guess that's it. Aha! Maybe in here? VIP lounge? Shit! Okay, well. The VIP lounge is locked. Therefore, is there a way I can find the key? Maybe we can use some stealth. How about in here? Okay, cool. Alright! We might have done it just in time.
Hector, open up! Inspector Delaney! Police!
Happens.
Another Irish
What's the
cop.
big idea? You lousy two-timing rat. You set us up?
What? Don't be ridiculous. I had nothing to do with this. All right, bust it down.
Boss says it's better than
Side Scrollers did a segment on it or a video?
I keep my mouth shut and my eyes open.
The murder
Easy
of
peasy.
Victor J. Waltz. You're coming downtown.
I kind of think of Side Scrollers as a podcast, not as like a YouTuber. Like Craig did a video on her? Or
Idiot. Why can't anyone do things the easy way?
I mean, do I need to send in more units? Or? Ah. Oh, fuck. Oh. And you broke the weapon I was going to steal off you. Oh, that's a broken revolver. It looked broken. I was just making sure. Oh, people are shooting at me. Give me that Tommy gun. Ah! Seriously, where's your gun? You're holding the gun. Where did you drop your gun?
These fellas are again.
Kill me here. Can I drop the ammo that is here? There we go. Where did Hector run off to? I feel like I should have paid more attention during that fleeting cutscene. At least I've got some donuts to eat to heal with. Okay, I'll stop to take money. Why not? Yes, the Oscar
Guess
statues.
fat cats don't mind a view of the slums. Helps them
Yeah, no.
sleep, maybe. I don't know.
Probably not. Isn't it wonderful that we're not down there amongst the rabble? Okay, civilian. Jeez. Ah! Okay. I'm hearing a big fight going on, but where are they fighting? Oh, come on! I saved you! Okay, you made me kill cops. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you. You're the worst cops ever. Oh, God. Man, I'd really like to finish one of the chapters. Okay, luckily my chicken isn't gonna burn, considering the method I used to cook it. Might get cold, though. I know, the Congo was coming, but another crazy thing that the guy I work from said, heavily implied Peter has a job at... Wait, hold on. When? When does it imply that he has a job? Because he knows the owner of a bodega? Isn't that kind of a thing in New York, that you know the owner of the bodega in your area? Isn't that like a pretty common thing about New York? Oh, yeah, no, 100% the idea of toxic positivity in work environments and gamings are in the gaming industry is extremely detrimental. And it's actually one of the reasons why I have been saying for a little while that, like, I actually think that Xbox could make a ton of money just by marketing directly to the chuds for a bit. Like, if Asher Sharma said, hey, for the next 5 years, we are going to make every single Halo character either a jacked, extremely competent dude or an extremely attractive, sexy lady. They would make an unbelievable amount of money. And if they said, oh, and every single one of those is going to be available on disc as well, that would be it. It would be over. They would have the next generation in the bag, or at least be in a position where they're very directly competing with Sony. And honestly, I don't even say that because it's like, well, I'm a chud, and therefore I want them to pander to me. It's like, no, I don't actually care. I really just want good video games to be made. But I think that in the pursuit of having games sell well, I think there is a lot of that actually exactly aforementioned toxic positivity happened, where you've got a bunch of people that are all from the same parts of America who have the same ideals and the same perspectives on things like sexy characters in games and like, you know, all that stuff. And they've been telling each other, like, there was that one Xbox document that leaked that said something like, oh, we got to make an effort to make sure we don't sexualize female characters in games, and that we don't make women too sexy because that makes some of the less attractive women that we're marketing to, it makes them uncomfortable and it makes them not want to play the game, so therefore it's bad for business. All of that stuff is like, well, no, all that's actually kind of wrong, because like the chud audience is actually the one that is probably going to be paying your bills, and more important than that, they're the ones who are not directly being marketed to by any of the major platform holders right now. Like they're just not. They're being being marketed to by a fair amount of Asian developers, least of all Shift Up, like the kind of like basically prototype of, hey, if you want your game to sell very, very well, just make it so that you're unapologetically being like, yeah, our game has a really sexy protagonist in it, and that's just the way it is. And Stellar Blade did very, very well because of that, and I think was just incidentally a game that Sony paid for exclusivity on. I don't think that had anything to do with Sony directly, it just happened to be how things went down. And if anything, I think Microsoft should have learned from a game like Stellar Blade and said, hey, maybe going out of your way to make Starfield the most politically correct, over-the-top, you know, like, pandering game to the side that is being served by everyone, least of all Sony, with games like Last of Us 2 and stuff. Like, the answer is to not have another 5 years of fucking pronouns memes from guys like us, but instead just be like, okay, we're gonna make games directly for the fucking pronouns guy, essentially. You know, like not as specifically, like, but the idea of like if the people that were pissed off by that stuff in Starfield made it so that Starfield ended up being a massive net negative to the health of places like Bethesda Games Works. Why don't we lean into that instead of pretending like those people don't matter, you know? And I think it will work. I honestly think that it will work very, very well because no one's doing it. No one's doing it in the West at all. And again, entirely removed from anything I want from games. I'm not saying personally I want this and therefore that's why it would work. I think it would work because that's what would actually work. At the same time, I think Xbox, especially being like Microsoft, who are in, I want to say Washington? Is Washington where Microsoft is? Or are they in San Francisco? I think Microsoft's Washington, right? Washington State, not DC. But yeah, I think that like they're in such a intensely politically correct minded environment that I don't think they're gonna do it. I think the closest they will come to doing things like that are saying to companies like Obsidian, you're not making a Avowed 2, you're making a fucking Fallout game. Put the Fallout in the bag, Obsidian. Seattle, okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that's Washington State, right? Like Seattle, Washington, right? Like no. I was looking to say like, wait, Seattle isn't Oregon, is it? No, it's Washington. I was like, I know Seattle is the Pacific Northwest, and I was fairly certain it was Washington, and you had me second guessing myself. Stop making me think, Slumpy. You're making me think. I don't want to think. I'm a doer. I feel like am I just killing my way out of here? Like, here, you know what? Maybe escape the hotel. Oh, God. I just need to run out. Jeez. Sorry, Kappa. Hey, look. If there's one thing I can do is run faster than your bullets. I've proven this to myself several times. Oh, I do have stamina, though. Damn, stamina gating. Stop gating me. Okay, yep, we're not going to... boom! Later, coppers!
Like to put the skids under us. Got half the UPD on his tail. The whole joint is buzzing.
I spent a solid 10 minutes trying to fight my way out of here when I could have just ran if I checked the objective. I just say, does... Oh, hey, Nightwave. Hey, Nightwave, why don't we just keep on running to the Meredith? Why are you coming inside? Meredith! Boom. Alright, we did it. Okay, episode 2 might take longer to get through than episode 1. That definitely took me longer than an hour, but I did restart a lot. All of episode 1, which was 5 missions, took 3 hours. We just had 1 hour of in-game time, 2.5 hours, I think, more or less. Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes of real time to finish 1 chapter. And that's the thing, right? And the free-to-play gacha games make a lot of money. Hell, even I spent a fair amount of time playing a free-to-play gacha games just because it had a character I liked in it. And actually, you know, honestly, some pretty solid writing for the... I'm talking about which I did stream, and you guys can watch. I played the Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk Edge Runners content, which was great. I strongly recommend playing it, although I don't even know if you can. I think you can. It's just the bonus event stuff that went along with it is not there. At the same time, yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it. At the same time, I would have preferred to just actually spend money and not have it be free to play and do, like, just play that Edge Runners mission. But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, those free to play gacha games, they do get a lot of money. Which means I think if Xbox just leaned into that, it was like, hey, why don't we be the Western company that is like, yeah, let's bring back Western gaming icons like Lara Croft, and not like the, like, I mean, Lara Croft is coming back, even though she's not, you know what I mean? Not Lara Croft specifically, but like Lara Croft, you know? Like saying, hey, let's just have it that there's like an American or British secret agent lady that's just super hot and everybody loves. I don't think that would be the kind of thing that people would be upset about. I think there'd be a few angry people who like are super PC minded, and I don't mean personal computers. I'm saying politically correct because I just really don't want to be saying woke all the time because I feel like it makes people stop listening to your argument. But people that like would dye their hair very, very fancy colors and get mad at you for manspreading or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that type of people would be pissed about it for a minute, but they also, for the most part, just would not buy the game anyways. Whereas I think a lot of chuds that do not, well, that's the thing. Okay, it's like I made this joke in Little Platoons chat the other day. Like Asha Sharma comes out and says, hey, we're bringing back the Perfect Dark immersive sim, but she's Sydney Sweeney now, fuck it. like you know what I mean? Like if she came out and just started doing stuff like that, same game, but instead of it being like, what were they saying, Karen, yeah, like Karen Dark for the was the joke they were making for the Perfect Dark game when they revealed what Joanna Dark looked like. If you just had to be like, yeah, we're basically going to make a either actually Sydney Sweeney or royalty-free Sydney Sweeney, and that's all we're going to do to change it, and I guarantee you that game probably would not have been canceled. Like, I honestly think, like, if you were like, okay, wait, hold up. Maybe this immersive sim thing has something to it. Like, because I honestly think a big reason why public opinion turned on that game is they gave Joanna Dark the Karen haircut, and they gave her a jawline that is more sculpted than mine could ever hope to be. Now, granted, to give it a little credit, I did not find that Joanna Dark particularly unattractive. I thought that she looked fine. She looked like Nordic, essentially, like, because a lot of Scandinavian women actually do have pretty square jaws. But at the same time, I get that it's like the audience that you're trying to market to, that is not the design you want for Joanna Dark. It's not going to work because the people who you think are going to rush to that game aren't going to buy that game at all. And the public opinion, I think, got that game shut down because it was going way over budget. It was taking way too long to develop, and the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Now, if that juice was being squeezed out of Sydney Sweeney, okay, I'm sorry. That was that I got to that one organically, and it was too funny to not say, but I couldn't even make it all the way through that joke. But you know what I mean? Like, I think that could honestly be something that could turn around Xbox's fate. But hey, we got through one chapter of the current book of our good old Fallen Aces here. And we'll quickly go up to the shop and see if our crippled buddy has any upgrades for us. What's this? Flashlight? Do I want a flashlight? Can I use... Yeah, I got like a Silent Hill flashlight, I guess, so I can use... Wait, hold on. Are we not? Oh no, I have the Doom 3 BFG edition flashlight, so now I can flashlight and chew gum at the same time. Hey doggy, are you nicer in this episode? Nope, it's still being Jojo. Spady. Hi Jojo. I got real Jojo here sniffing me because I think she heard the bell for my chicken go off a little while ago, and she's like, hey, wait, someone wants to talk to me. You want to talk to me? Nightwave?
Well, grabbing
buddy?
Hector was a trip for biscuits.
If brains were dynamite, Hector wouldn't be able to blow his nose. I figured he'd pull a stunt like that.
How'd it shake out over on your side of town?
Came up dry, which Hazel skipped town.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing, Commander, because I think that a lot of companies are trying to make this like, oh, we need to make sure that strong female characters look masculine, and I think that, again, like, Asia, not just Japan, because like China's doing it a lot, but like Korea in particular with Stellar Blade, and lots of Japanese games are like, yeah, actually, you know what? We're gonna make another Dead or Alive game, or you know what? We're gonna put a fucking pink-haired hottie girl in fucking Ace Combat. You know, they're just like, hey, you know what? Lots of dudes play this game, and lots of dudes like looking at sexy ladies, and turns out lots of ladies like looking at sexy ladies, and does well. And I think that a lot of American developers are still on the 2014, oh my god, if a woman in the game is sexy, that means that you can't possibly respect her. So therefore, we need to make her look more like a man, because that's feminism. Speaking of which, I mean, you know, muscular, but hey. And granted, she got punched quite a bit, but still looks quite female. Still some boobs there, and we're talking about a cardboard cutout. Still looks better than most of the Western game characters.
How you feeling?
About as well as I look.
And you must be feeling like a
First time we've ever seen Delia in game, too.
Shove all this sweet talk. Still, thanks for pulling me out of that mess.
Yeah, chicks are hot,
I took a peek at
okay?
those papers you lifted from Waltz while you two were out. They mention another ace living on the outskirts of Mayville. Nightwave needs us to pay him a visit.
All right, then.
You sure you're feeling up to tagging along?
Anything beats being cooped up in here. Country air might do us both some good.
All right, I'm gonna have a sidekick.
Catch you later, then.
A lady sidekick. There you go. Women in video games, everybody. They're allowed now. Okay. And we'll interact with the car for the next chapter, see our little comic book segment, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, chicks are hot, okay.
A strawberry milkshake?
Yeah.
Strawberry milkshake? You're telling me you've never had a strawberry milkshake before?
No. Missed out on a lot of things growing up.
Well, this is all over. You're getting one on me.
Better come with a side of fries.
Let me that thermos, will ya?
You sure you know where we're going?
Sure, I'm sure. Used to live in Mayville. Not enough guys wanted to kill me, so moved to Switchblade.
Is that the only reason? There's a truck following us.
Huh?
Shit!
Now even the goddamn deer are trying to kill me.
So that's old 3-color comic style.
Nuts.
There are 3 colors that can be mixed, but yeah, lots of old-timey Golden Age comic books where it had colors like this.
So he can give us directions.
It's a shortwave radio. From now on, we're on our own.
Great.
All right, we're gonna have to figure things out with our femme fatale. But that'll be on another stream. Not sure if it's going to be the next stream because Marvel Tokon's coming out tomorrow. And if I do stream tomorrow, I might play one of the story mode arcs of that game. But, I mean, hey, over the weekend, probably do some streaming. We will definitely be playing Gears of War E-Day Open Beta on Forge Sunday. It's going to be a later gaming Forge, but yeah, Gears of War. We're looking for some Xbox making at least half of that equation correct. We're very masculine jacked dudes fighting. I think though it is also going to have some masculine jacked ladies, but hey, you know what? You're halfway there. You're pandering to half of the chud audience that I think will make you money in my Xbox. But Gears of War does look quite good, and Metal and I are both looking forward to playing it. And yeah, we'll have possibly some Marvel, and over the next week, I'll get through the next 3-4 chapters of Fallen Aces Episode 2. But yeah, anyways, everybody, thanks. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the viewership, and I've got to go make chicken because honestly, the scene that you're seeing of the 2 dogs right here being snuggly, Not too different from what's actually right in front of me right now. And Jojo is looking at me like, hey, I heard the chicken thing go off. Does that mean we get chicken? Jojo, it means daddy gets chicken. It means daddy gets chicken, Jojo. You might get a little bit of chicken, but I have specific chicken that I give to the dogs. Anyways, everybody, thank you very much. And yeah, maybe see you tomorrow, but if not, very likely Friday. Take it easy, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Here's baby Jojo.